Am I early today? I think I am a wee bit earlier. Well, a wee bit early. Still looking at my lovely duckies. I can't wait to open it. Anyway, I wish this camera would stay. That's better. I'm drinking 7 Up today. Right, let me get the chat. Oh, I binged. Watched all day yesterday on the Squid Game. And it was good. So I'm going to look for something else today on Netflix to binge. But the Squid Game was really good. Very gory and violent, so if you're not into that kind of thing, you won't like it. Good morning, golfer girl. Good morning, my lovely golfer girl. Yeah, oh, it was good. It was good. I don't want to get too much into it because people might have not watched it and I don't want to give it away, but I'd have done things differently at the end. Oh, Lauren, thank you very much for recommending that, and good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. Alice in Borderland. Right, okay, I need to remember that. Oh, it was good. It was good. I binged. Listen, see, yesterday I spent the full day in my bed, nibbling in Chinese food and binge watching the Squid Game. That's how I roll on a Sunday. Pure rock star lifestyle. I do enjoy my Sundays, mind you. It's my wee guilty day. How are you? How was your weekend? I've been my swimming. I've done my swim. I'll show you out the window. It's a meh day. Look, you know, rubbish. That kind of day it is. Not good. Oh my goodness! Did I tell you? I seen my grandson's face. I seen his face, his wee face. I seen. Amanda got a 3D scan on Saturday. Oh my goodness! And oh, you can see his wee face, and he's opening and closing his wee mouthy like that. I think he's looking for milkies. He's looking for milkies already. So he was opening and closing his wee mouthy. And then, oh, he done a yawn in her belly into him. Oh, listen, it's amazing. I'm in love. I'm actually in love with this wee guy already. I can't wait to get him. Can't wait to get him and hold him and kiss him and smell him. I tell you, they make you crazy, don't they? Kids and animals make me crazy. That's the thing. And golfer girl, was it you that sent me the beautiful wee picture? I showed my mum it. It's a wee tiny baby Jack Russell that has just been born. And it fits on someone's hand like that, a wee tiny Jack Russell. Makes you want another one. Makes me want thrice the fun. Thrice the fun I want. Imagine a wee baby pop. I would love that, a wee baby poppy. See, somebody came to the door with a basket of poppies. I'd need to take one. I'd need to take one. So I would, preferably a Jack Russell. Oh, they're so cute, and I love them. I love them so much. But that wee tiny poppy was beautiful, wee tiny baby poppy. I showed my mum at Golfer Girl, because my mum's got a Jack Russell, the same as Poppy, a tricoloured. So my mum was like to my dad, oh, Jim, come and see. So my dad's looked, they were all looking at it this morning. I said, it makes you want another one, doesn't it? And my mum says, I don't know how my dog would take a wee puppy, but see when you introduce a puppy into your house, I think the other dog that's in your house can smell that it's a wee baby puppy, because they've all got the puppy smell. Oh, listen, now I want a pup. A pup and a child. That's what I want. I want a house full of them, children and animals. I'll be that lady at the end of the street. That's the lady I'll be. So I don't know if my Alina's coming in today. I hope she does because it's her birthday today. It's her birthday. I've not found the wig, but I'll sing happy birthday Marilyn Monroe style if she comes in. That's all the kids back at school today. They were all off last week. Last week was the October week. So the swimming, when I left the swimming, people were all coming in. Because I'm in early. I'm in at 6:30 in the morning. I'm in swimming at 6:30. So it was pretty busy here. And thank God the filters are working. Yeah, oh, kitties as well. See, I love my brother's wee cat, Flashy. She's so beautiful. I mean, she's so loving as well. People don't realise how loving cats can be. You know, see, as soon as I go in, she's all over me, meow, like that, rubbing up against me. And then see when you clap her, she flips over onto her back, and her belly is as soft as anything. Soft bellies. Now I want a cat golfer girl. Just bring all your animals. It'll be like Noah's Ark. It'll be like Noah's Ark in here. Come on, bring them all in, two by two. Oh. Do you know something? I seen a funny picture, and it was a kid's book. I wonder if I could find the picture. It was a kid's book, right? And it was Noah's Ark, and all the animals were going in two by two, right? Two giraffes, two elephants, all the rest of it. And they had two lions going in, but they were both male lions. And somebody wrote, good luck with that. Two male lions. Where is it? I'm going to see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Aye, good luck with that. Look, wait, you see this? Look, that cracked me up. That I don't know why. That just did. You know, I was liking that. Mm. Yeah, that's two male lions right there. Good morning, Goldust. Good morning. It was chilly this morning. I'm wearing my big coat now, my huge big coat. The one it's an ugly coat. It's very ugly, but I'll tell you, it's padded and it's warm. See, when I go out, I'm toasty warm in it. So I don't care what. Do you know I've got the huge big coat on, right? I've got a white mask and then I've got a white hat. So that's all you see me, is that in the mornings. That's all you see is my eyes like that peeking out. How times have changed, eh? How times have changed. Oh, listen, I'm getting a gas inspection. When am I getting the gas inspection? It's on my phone. I think it's Friday, guys. I've got a gas inspection. Remember last year's gas inspection? I'm going to need to doll myself up on Friday. I'm going to need to get the makeup on and stuff like that. Wear something nice. Come in. Oh, you're here to check the gas, are you? Are you sure? So I've got a gas inspection. Remember last year I was like, I was really hard on myself because I was a dog. I was a dog on that day. I just didn't even bother. I think I still had my pajamas on, and I thought, oh God, I should have at least done my makeup. So gas inspection on Friday. In fact, they'll be in here because of the smoke alarm. I'm thinking where I can put my doggies. I'll need to put them in the bedroom. They'll need to go into the bedroom. See if they don't, they're all round the repair guys. See if I'm getting a repair or anything like that, they're all round them. They're everywhere. The annoy folk, the Jack Russells. But I love them. I love them. So today I'm going to have a look for that. What was the name of it? Alice something? Alice something. Alice in Borderland. I'll need to remember. I'll remember it. Alice in Wonderlandish. I'll remember that. So I'm going to have a look at that. Oh, in fact, I can do it now. What am I saying? Right, let's have a look just now. I need to watch that. I like a good binge. Do you know what I mean? I like binging. There we are. Let's see. I don't know what I would do without Netflix and Amazon. I hardly have I only have my big telly on really when it's like the football, tennis. I'm a celebrity, get me out here. I'll probably have the big telly on. No, I'll watch it on this. You know, very seldom I've got the big telly on. Right, let's see. There's my Sky. Good morning, Sky. Oh, there's one called Midnight Mass. That looks scary. Right, what's the name of that? Alice something. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, found it. Ooh. There it is. I'm going to watch that then. I'm going to watch that. How was your weekend, Sky? What were you doing? That was a beautiful picture you put of yourself on Facebook, by the way. Have you heard good things about the Midnight Mass? Look, I'm spoiled for choice. I'm spoiled for choice. I'm going to watch that Alice one, and I might watch the Midnight Mass one. I might watch that later. Midnight Mass when it's spooky and I'm lying in my bed like that. Need to bring Aquaman in. I'll need to bring Aquaman in for protection. Oh. So I had a good time on Saturday. I enjoyed my flavourings very much. Very, very much. And apart from that, do you know, I sat here, done a bit of couch dancing again. Done a bit of couch dancing. I do like a couch dance on a Saturday. Do you know that should be in the Olympics as well? Rocking chair Olympics and dancing on the couch Olympics, because I can vogue and everything on this couch. Listen, it's still exercise, guys. It's still exercise. Do you know what I was thinking about? We were talking about it the other day. Games that we've got in Scotland. See if it was a squid game in Scotland. I'm trying to think. Kirby. We played a game called Kirby. Did you play that? Oh yeah, your flat tire. That's good. It's getting fixed. We played a game called Kirby. Right. What it is see the sidewalks. People call them in the USA. We call them curbs. You would stand over the other side of the road and you'd have a ball and you would try to hit the curb so that the ball bounced back to you. And if the ball bounced back to you, that was like a goal. And then you could go halfway across the road and that was like penalties. And then you could be closer to the curb and you counted up your score that way. We'd probably have that. Sam, good morning to you, lovely Sam. Thank you for coming in. So we probably have Kirby. I wonder how you would do hide and seek for the squid game. I wouldn't like to play it, mind you. I don't want to play it. Just saying if it was in Glasgow. Balls, maybe. Mind I said about the balls. We used to hit the balls up against the wall like that. We used to do that as well. Maybe that. But I was glued to it all day yesterday, golf for girl. I was glued to it all day yesterday. And my son came in and I says, I'm watching the Squid Game. He says, everybody's talking about that. I thought, I'm with it then. I must be with it. I'm watching it too, you know. So I watched that Alice in the Alice in Wonderland thing. Well, it's not Wonderland, Borderland, and then I watched the Midnight Mass. Do you know what you should watch if you want a good laugh today? Watch the Happy Mondays and Most Haunted. That's the group that I used to love as a teenager and 20s. Happy Mondays they were. I've told you about them before, and they go on a ghost hunt, but they're so disrespectful to the dead and stuff. And they're drinking and it's a great laugh. I love watching it at Halloween. The Most Haunted, Happy Mondays Most Haunted. Yeah, well, Sky, I was kind of like that with Breaking Bad. See, when Breaking Bad came on, everybody was talking about it, and I was like, aye, it's just, everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon, as we say, you know. I thought, nah, I'm not going to enjoy it. Everybody was saying, have you watched Breaking Bad? Have you watched I was like, no, I've not watched it. And then eventually my mum said, watch an episode. So I watched the first episode, and that was it. I was like, well, I need to find out what happened now. And then I watched the second episode. And see, before I know it, see my screensaver on my phone was Walter White in his pants. that was my screen in my phone was Walter White in his pants. Why not? So yes, I watched the whole and the Game of Thrones. I think I was probably the last person to ever watch that as well. Because I was like, no, everybody's talking about it. I won't like it, and then I was like, there was a lot of in the beginning of Game of Thrones, wasn't there? I was like, my God, what's this kind of German movie? Oh, Goldust, normal telly's absolute mince, as we say. Our telly's rubbish. But Goldust, I'm a Celebrity will be coming on soon. Who's going in? I know that Tom Daly's going in, and it's a castle. That castle again in Wales. Tom Daly, I know that he's going in, so yes, I keep wanting to say it Into the Jungle, but look, there's nothing better than watching celebrities suffer with some cockroaches down their pants. I enjoy that immensely. I enjoy that watching the cockroaches and stuff. Oh God, can you remember what's her name? What's her name? The javelin thrower. My mind just goes blank. Fatima Whitbread. Oh, she got a cockroach lodged up her nose. Oh, they couldn't get it out. They couldn't get it out. It was terrible. I was in her ear. I was either in her ear or up her nose. Gino's good morning to you from beautiful Greece. Good morning. Oh, and she was lying there, and they had the medical team in and everything to get this bloody thing out her nose. I was like, oh jeez, and she was going like trying to get this big cockroach. Oh, it was terrible. And then see the guy for the Happy Mondays again, Sean Ryder. When he was in, he done a trial, and they were to put their hand in this box with snakes, right? And this snake bit him, and it was all beeped out, and he was going, yeah, beep, 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 and he's going, yeah, little beep, beep. He's biting me, the blood was gushing out his hand, and he's going, yeah, beep, beep. That's all it was on the screen, but oh, he was great. I loved Sean Ryder in it. I can't remember who. Oh, Stacey Solomon won that year, I think. I think she won that year, but I do enjoy it. Do you know what I've got? I've got the I'm a Celebrity. They're not plates. They're like tins that you put your food in. I bought 2 of them last year for ITV so that I can sit and watch I'm a Celebrity while eating out my tin. See, a sad life I've got, really. See, now you're like, she's a saddle, but she's a saddle. Yes, we've got to entertain ourselves. See, I get entertained with I can watch a bird out the window and get entertained with that. I can get engrossed in what's going on outside. But my memory's terrible. And my mum's is terrible as well, she says. I don't know if it's just our age. I'm at the age that I'm like, is it just my age? Or some people say that you can get chemo fog with your brain. I don't know maybe if that's what's done it. But I'm halfway through a sentence sometimes and I just forget. What was I saying there? Or I go to do something important in the bedroom or something like that. And then I'm standing in there going, what the hell was I in here for again? God, I can't mind. And then I think I'll retrace my steps. Beth, good morning to you. Good morning. Yes, I binge watched it all day yesterday. Binge watched it all day. It was awesome. It was awesome, so it was. I couldn't tear myself away from it. So I started watching it at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it took me right through to 6 or 7 o'clock at night. I binged. It was great fun. See, I like to do that on a Sunday and then eat Chinese food and then binge again. I might actually do that today. Oh no, I'm waiting on some deliveries because it's Peter's birthday soon, right? So what I've got him is aftershave, but it's like the wee sample aftershaves. So it's the Paco Rabanne one, and I think there's like 4 or 5 different aftershaves in it. So I'm waiting on that today, and I also got him his trainers for Christmas. I get him trainers every year for his Christmas, so I got him some trainers. So that will need to get put away. That will need to get put away for Santa. Well, Beth, I binged it all day yesterday. I couldn't not binge it. I was binging all day yesterday. It was really cool. I'll get the state of my hair this morning. What's that like that for? Is that better? There you go. See, I'm sure I've got underlying problems that haven't been diagnosed. As I say, reading and stuff like that, I've got a terrible problem with it. Always have had, and just got told I was stupid. That's why I couldn't read. I was just stupid. Um, but no, I've got a problem with reading and stuff like that. And as I say, it's not just words; it's numbers. Numbers muddle up for me quite a lot, and oh yeah, oh well. See, it was quite sad in the end, wasn't it? I was wanting to spend the money though. I mean, he'd all that money. I was like, spend the bloody money. Was he not spending the money for? Spend it, spend it. Buy a house, buy a house with a pool for God's sake. That's what I was like at the end. I was like, come on. But it leaves the end open for Squid Game number 2, doesn't it? Mm. So that'll be good. But I'm going to watch that one, the Alice in, where is it? Alice in Borderland, I'm going to watch. Many episodes is there of that? There's 8. So, and how long are they? I don't know. There's 8, so I'll watch them and then uh, I'll watch that haunted one. Midnight Mass. Woo! The arrival of a charismatic young priest. Oh, it's finished. It's away. It's showing me a clip here now. Anyway, see, I get sidetracked all the time. No, see, on Netflix it was English. Well, it was translated to English. You didn't need to read subtitles or anything, so that was good. No, there was no subtitles. There's some of them are terrible. As I say, that doctor again, that was the doctor that had me crying. The doctor the other day that was been rude to me. I went into that man and says to him, Doctor, I've nearly killed myself about 3 or 4 times now. Oh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm looking at your scalp today. What kind of doctor says that to you when you tell him that you nearly killed yourself? It wasn't intentionally. It was this reflux thing that I've got. Though it's going to end up choking me if I eat at night. What kind of doctor's that? You know that's. Oh, anyway, that's your doctors for you. He's an a-hole. That's what he is. I don't like him. And unfortunately, you can't really get choosing a doctor these days. I know. It's like if people say if you say to them that you're feeling depressed, and they'll say, "What are you depressed about?" And I think nothing in particular. I'm just depressed. There must be a reason behind it. And you're thinking to yourself, "There's no reason behind it. I'm just feeling depressed." Some see people that haven't had depression, they don't understand. They don't understand. It's terrible. It's not a made up illness. This is the truth, right? This was going way back in the early 80s. I remember my mum went to this particular doctor. My dad went in with her. She was having the most terrible premenstrual tension, really bad premenstrual tension, right? And he said to my mum that it's a Western thing, this, that where he came from, the women didn't have premenstrual tension. It's only the Western women that have premenstrual tension. And then he turned to my dad and said, see, when she's feeling like that, take her into the bedroom and make love to her. That's what a doctor said. That's what a doctor said. This was back in the 80s, though. Now, ladies, if you've got premenstrual tension and your man tries to drag you into the bedroom, you're not having it. You'll be telling him to F off. Take your hands off me. When you imagine a doctor saying that, this is the world we live in. It's my area, it's where I live. Saying that, I hear a story for people all over the country that have doctors that are similar. Imagine that premenstrual tension. It's a Western thing, he said. He said it was only Western women that have got premenstrual tension. Is that racist? I think that might be borderline racist there, doctor. Beth, my mum went one time, right, we were going through a bad time when my auntie passed away, but that was the beginning of COVID. And still to this day, we think it was COVID. Oh, she was in like a care home, and on her death certificate was respiratory failure. Right, and see the particular nurse that was looking after my auntie, she had COVID. So we think that it was probably that. So my mum was going through a bad time anyway, and she went to the doctors to say, that she wasn't feeling the best. They said to her, why don't you go to this place and cut out feral animals? Look, I know these are thinking that she's talking a lot of rubbish. Cut out felt animals. See, when you're depressed and you're feeling bad, you'd be taking the scissors and stabbing the felt animals. What kind of therapy is that? Yes, guys. Oh, I've been at the very lowest. I had some bad thoughts and stuff like that. That if the whole world would be better if I wasn't here. That kind of stuff was swirling around my brain. A few times it's been doing that, and it's been scary actually. It's been scary how close I've came. It's been scary. So every day I try and stay happy and look for the silver lining in all situations. As I said, when your car got the flat tire, that could be a downer, but look at it as maybe you could have been in the car and something would have happened. Everything happens for a reason. So I like to try my best to look on the bright side of terrible situations. But my poor mum felt animals. That's not going to cure your depression. Is it just me? I mean, that's not going to help me one little bit. Cutting out a felt animal. I don't know what these doctors are on. I'll tell you, sometimes I feel as if I'm a better doctor myself. I've got the uniform for it. I've got the uniform. Riley, good morning to you. Lovely Riley. Thank you so much for coming in. It was like, oh, me and Sophie. Now, we shouldn't be laughing at this. It's not funny, right? It's not the people we're laughing at. It was a place over in America. This was back in the 80s again. And it was like a mental facility. And these people were going out and kidnapping folk and taking them back to the mental facility, pumping drugs in them, and then getting money off the government or something for them staying in their mental institution. It was the most crazy documentary I've ever watched. And they were going into schools and saying, right, that Wayne there, we'll take that kid looks funny, we'll take that kid into the mental institution and just say there's something wrong with it. It was the most bizarre thing I'd ever seen in my life. And see, the people that were running it weren't even doctors. They weren't even doctors. I was like, what the hell's going on there? How can a normal person open a medical facility and pretend? But these people were doing it. Yes, I know. Listen, I'm here for, see, if MD's feeling bad or low or anything like that, talk to me. Just come on and talk to me. You might feel better once when you speak to somebody, especially since I've been through a lot myself. And I always look for the light at the end of the tunnel in terrible situations. Although it's hard, especially like when Sophie was in at the beginning of the year, that was really difficult. I couldn't see I was going through so much at the time, emotionally, mentally, physically, everything. That was a bad time. But every day that she was improving, I was grasping that. I was that's good, that's good, that's good, until she got better. So she's doing great as well, and Mandy's doing great. Mandy's big belly, and it's 100% a boy. She was a wee bit worried because the last scan that she went for, they're not allowed to tell you. See, the NHS, they don't tell you anymore what your baby is. And Amanda had said to the midwife, it's a boy. So the midwife looked a bit confused or something and said, are you going for another scan? So that was Amanda questioning, did she see something? Did she see it wasn't a boy after all? So she went for this detailed scan and it's a definite boy. Yes, I know. It can be overwhelming. It can be, and you've got to do it yourself. You've got to get yourself your own mind fixed. People can't fix you when you've got depression. You've got to do it yourself. Carly, good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming in. So I think I've told you the turning point for me back in the day was we'd come home from America, right, and I had been taking Prozac right for a while, and then I thought, what good's this tablet, and I came off it, just off it myself, just came off it. Went on holiday, ended up arguing with everybody, my mum, my dad, my ex-husband and the two girls. And in the airport on the way home, I was sitting myself and they were all sitting over there. And I thought, there's something not right here. They're all over there laughing and joking and having a great time. And I'm sitting here myself. That's when I realised I need to get back on the tablets. I was bad. So never do that. I see if they put you on medication, don't ever come off it yourself. Because I done that and it was terrible. I was all of a sudden, bang, I was down there, down again. Yes, it's worth it. I mean, the world is beautiful. See, when you think about the world and think about the sky and the trees and the wildlife, all the wee animals, and the autumn, it's coming into autumn now, and Halloween's coming up, and Christmas, and thinking nice things like that. Put nice, see if a bad thought comes into your head, try and move it out with a good thought. Move it out with something nice. The waiting list is long, Gold Dust. The waiting list is long. I mean, I know that Sophie still gets like counselling. A counsellor still sees Sophie even though she's out the Priory, and she's. It was about 3 weeks or something for her next appointment to see this counsellor. So they're I don't. Do you know? I don't even know how they're backlogged. Right. Wait to tell you this. How is this happening? Right. Amanda's appointment, right, for our doctor the other day was at 1:30 or something like that, right? So you go in on time, 1:30 Amanda went in. She didn't come out till about 10:02, and she'd only been in the doctor's for 5 minutes. She had to wait there for 15 minutes. She says the surgery, there was nobody in the surgery. She was the only one there, and the doctors are still running late. How can that happen? Riley, I'm excited. Do you know I'm going to take you a drive. I don't know when. See when it's a nice night, I'm taking you a drive because all the leaves are off the trees, and I love driving about in autumn. I love seeing the colours of the trees and things like that. So I'll wait another couple of weeks until it's a bit colder, and then I'm going to take you an autumn drive again. I love that. Me too, Gold Dust. Me too. See, me and Sophie were talking about that and about we'd been talking about the afternoon teas that people have. I said I would prefer a picnic somewhere lovely under a tree somewhere in a nice wooded area with a stream or something like that. You know what I mean? That's my ideal date. That I'd rather have that than a fancy doing the Ritz. I love nature things. I do. I love all of that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go because I'm going to start binge watching this. And listen, if he's listen, I'm not just saying that if you need anybody to talk to, you can get me on Facebook and talk to me there. And it's confidential, of course. I wouldn't be telling your business. Um, so thank you all for coming in. I hope you have a lovely Monday. I'm going to go and watch this now. And then I'll let you know how I got on tomorrow. So have a wonderful day, everybody. And I'm going to give you a big kiss now.